जय जय श्री चैतन्य जयो नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जयो जयो श्री चैतन्य जयो नित्यानंद जयो अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जयो जयो श्री चैतन्य जयो नित्यानंद जयो अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। So today we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela, chapter 12, the Lord's dealings with Jagdanand Pandit, verse number 154, 12.154. Okay? जगदानंदेरा प्रेम विवर्ता सुने ए जन प्रेमेर स्वरूप जाने पाय प्रेम धन। जगदानंदेर प्रेम विवर्ता सुने ए जन प्रेमेर स्वरूप जाने पाए प्रेम धन। जगदानंदेर प्रेम विवर्त सुने ए जन प्रेमेर स्वरूप जाने पाए प्रेम धन। जगदानंदेर प्रेम विवर्ता सुने ए जन प्रेमेर स्वरूप जाने पाए प्रेम धन। आनंदेरा प्रेम विवर्त सुने जन प्रेमेर स्वरूप जाने पाए प्रेम धन। माता जी, जगदानंदेर प्रेम विवर्त सुने ए जन प्रेमेर स्वरूप जाने पाय प्रेम धन। Word to word meaning. Jagdanandera of Jagdanand, Prema Vivarta, loving exchange. Shune, hears. Ejana, any person who. Premera, of love. Swarupa, identity. Jane, he knows. Paye, gets. Premadhana, the wealth of ecstatic love of Krishna. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Anyone who hears about the loving exchanges between Jagdanand Pandit and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or who reads Jagdanand's book Prem Vivarta can understand what love is. Moreover, he achieves ecstatic love of Krishna. Purport. The word Vivarta means accepting something to be the opposite of what it appears. Here, Jagdanand Pandit appeared very angry, but this anger was a manifestation of his great love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prem Vivarta is also the name of a book written by Jagdanand Pandit. Therefore, the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, uses the words Prem Vivarta to refer to one who reads the book or hears about Jagdanand Pandit's loving dealings with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In either case, such a person very soon achieves love of Krishna. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj. So on the occasion of Gaur Purnima, the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are having this series of classes on Gaur Leela, Gaur Katha. Equally we will have it in the evening also by Maharaj. So Bhagavad-gita talks about Krishna and his energies. Srimad Bhagavatam talks about Krishna, his incarnations, his devotees, and the way Krishna deals with his devotees, the dealing between Krishna and his devotees, both the ways. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita talks about everything else and dealing between devotees. So it's higher. Dealing between devotees, the masala is more. The sweet exchange is more. So one of such sweet exchanges is between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagdanand Pandit, which we are going to discuss now in this class. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, when he appeared in this planet, in Mayapur Navadip, he came with his associates who also appeared in different forms. So one of the queen of Dwarkadish in Dwarka, Satyabhama, she appeared as Jagdanand Pandit. In Dwarka, Krishna has 16,108 queens. The prominent being Mother Rukmini and Mother Satyabhama. Both are Lakshmis. Both equally love Krishna. Both are great. But both serve Dwarkadish in different moods. The love of Rukmini Devi is that of a submissive wife. Whatever Dwarkadish says, she does. The love of Satyabhama Devi is that of a dominant wife. Whatever she says, Dwarkadish has to do. That doesn't mean she doesn't obey or does not serve menially. She does that also. But her mood is of dominance. And Dwarkadish relishes both. He relishes the humble nature of Mother Rukmini, and he relishes the loving anger of Mother Satyabhama. There is even a pastime where Krishna wanted Rukmini to get angry, but she did not become. So there is variety among devotees, the way they deal with Krishna, and Krishna relishes that. Like in food, where you relish khichdi, you relish achar also with khichdi. That's variety, and both have very different taste. Khichdi is simple, achar is higher, and you relish the combination. So Krishna is Rasa Bihari. He wants all the rasas. He wants not just wife, he wants girlfriend. He wants not just submissive wife, he wants dominant wife. Somebody who can become angry. So that's Satyabhama, who will make demands, who will become upset. And Krishna has to go and console her and beg her like a hen-pecked husband. Like when Narad Muni, once he visited the Mahal, the palace of Rukmini Devi, and he had come from Swargaloka at that time. So he brought one flower, Parijat flower, and he offered it to Mother Rukmini, and she put it on her hairs. And the fragrance of that flower went into Satyabhama's Mahal, and she told Dwarkadish, Rukmini has a Parijat flower, I don't have, I also want. And Krishna said, Are, why are you asking flower? I'll give you a tree. And later on, when he went to Indraloka after killing Narkasur, he took Satyabhama Mata with him, so that she can do direct shopping in Swargaloka. And she picked up the tree, Parijat tree. And Krishna fought with Indra just for that tree. So same Satyabhama has come to serve Gauranga as Jagdanand Pandit. And Jagdanand Pandit stayed in Jagannath Puri, always with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, offering service, participating in Kirtan and dancing and festival and Rath Yatra and so many exchanges. Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Jagdanand Pandit and told him, please go to Mayapur, go to Navadip and meet my mother and ask her welfare and tell her, I remember her so many times, give my regards. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas at age 24. And at that time, there was Sachi Mata, widow, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother, and young wife Vishnu Priya, hardly 16 years, and no other male family member. The father, Jagannath Mishra, has already passed away. Elder brother Vishwarup also had left the house. And age 24, with no children, he took sannyas for preaching. Left widow, mother and young wife alone. So after taking sannyas, he was to go away, never to be seen by the devotees. But Nityanand Prabhu brought him to Shantipur. And there Sachi Mata requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to please stay at Jagannath Puri. So that's closer to Navadip, Bengal, and I'll keep getting your news. So on the order of Sachi Mata, his mother, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at Jagannath Puri. And often he would send devotees to Navadip to seek the welfare of Sachi Mata. So this time he sent Jagdanand Pandit. So Jagdanand Pandit went to Mayapur. He went to the house of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Yogapit, and he offered his obeisances to Sachi Mata, and he gave the regards of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gave the news and whatever feelings of love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed about Sachi Mata, about his mother. Jagdanand Pandit conveyed those feelings, and he offered her Jagannath Mahaprasad and Jagannath cloth. And Sachi Mata was so happy to meet Jagdanand Pandit. And for hours and hours they sat and talked about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Jagdannath Pandit will relate all the activities of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. And Sachi Mata was very pleased. With tears in her eyes, her ecstatic love for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was overwhelming her. And Jagdanand Pandit told that once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting with us in the assembly, and he told, I am too full, my mother fed me too much today. Not everybody can understand this. Mother is in Bengal, Navadip, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Jagannath Puri, and there is no Zomato. So Sachi Mata, out of her love, she will every day cook varieties of dishes, rice, vegetables, and offer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would actually come and accept those offerings. Wherever Nityanand Prabhu dances, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually comes to see that dancing. Only fortunate souls can have that darshan. And whenever Sachi Mata offers, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually comes and accepts. So she will cook lots of varieties and offer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come in the altar, in the room, and accept the offerings. And sometimes Sachi Mata will get the darshan and she will see Nimai eating, honoring. Sometimes she will not get the darshan. So few times it happened that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu honored prasad and the plate is empty. So Sachi Mata went back and she saw the empty plate. And she thought, oh, I am becoming old, my memory is losing, I didn't fill the plate, I offered empty plate. So she would take the plate and go back to the kitchen and fill it, thinking that by mistake she offered empty plate. Again fill the plate and again offer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and out of love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come again and eat. Again the plate will become empty. Again she will think, oh, I did offense, I did a mistake, I kept empty plate. Again she will go to the kitchen thinking this is the first time I am offering. Again she will fill, again she will go, and like this multiple plates Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will honor. This is the love of Sachi Mata for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for Sachi Mata. So Jagdananda Pandit told all this to Sachi Mata, and Sachi Mata is aware of this pastime. She is the one who experienced the other side. So she was in ecstasy. When we are aware that our service has pleased Krishna, pleased Srila Prabhupada, pleased Guru Maharaj, pleased Vaishnavas, we feel joyful. We feel nice that okay, my service has been accepted. So sometimes a honest feedback or an appreciation helps devotees to remain, to sustain motivation to continue doing it. Like we observe some devotees doing service and being pleased, we say, thank you, very nice, acha kiya, this is a gift. Or for book distribution we give certificate or gift. So it's not the money and it's not the article, it's the bhav which helps devotees to sustain. Srila Prabhupada in his letters used to thank devotees for their service, acknowledge their service, acknowledge their dakshina, and instruct them so that they do more and more. And they would feel inspired. They would feel motivated that yes, I should give my 100% energy to Krishna. So a genuine, honest appreciation is a very good exchange, a very positive exchange between devotees. Not false praises or flattery. Where is your lotus feet? I want to touch. Not falsely, but genuine appreciation. And when we do that, we overcome our own envy. Living entities, including those who do sadhana, there is envy in the heart. And when we see others' good performance or good fortune or good success, we may not be always equally happy. But when we attempt to genuinely appreciate, we can overcome our envy. Envy itself is indirect appreciation. Envy means what? I am appreciating you have something I don't have. But it's an indirect appreciation. Why not make it direct? Simple. An indirect appreciation in the form of envy is unpleasant. But a direct appreciation in the form of polite words is very pleasant. A genuine, honest appreciation. So Sachi Mata was in ecstasy. And Jagdananda Pandit stayed a couple of days in Mayapur. Then he went ahead to meet Advaita Acharya. And they both talked about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so many hours, and they both were in ecstasy. Because all the devotees want to hear the news of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri are unknown to the devotees in Bengal. So he would go and tell all the new pastimes, new stories. And they would be in ecstasy. Advaita Acharya and Murari Gupta and Vasudev Datta. He would go to all the houses and do home programs. Go to all the houses and narrate Gaur Katha. And devotees would not leave him. They would not allow him to stop. They want him to speak more and more and more. One of the symptoms of a devotee who has Krishna Prem. Now this is apart from the 8 ecstatic bodily symptoms. There are 9 symptoms of a devotee who has ecstatic love for Krishna in nectar of devotion. That's different from the 8 bodily symptoms. So one of that is a devotee likes to 24 hours talk about Krishna or hear about Krishna. So these devotees, they would not leave Jagdanand Pandit, they would speak more and more. Don't go to Jagannath Puri, stay here. And whoever would associate with Jagdanand Pandit, he would give the same experience as if he's associating with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His separation would get relieved and he would get ecstatic. Jagdanand Pandit is such a close associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then Jagdanand Pandit went to Shivanand Sen's house and they stayed together talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they both came with the idea to offer very nice cooling sandalwood oil to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, sandalwood, chandan, powder itself is a hard work to make powder. We know devotees do it on during Chandan Yatra. They have to make powder. Now making oil out of that, when you don't have technology on manually, making oil, sandalwood oil is very hard work. So Shivanand Sen and Jagdanand Pandit together, they made 15 kg of sandalwood oil. Now this also is not a small quantity. How much oil will come? With 1 kilo of sandalwood, less. 15 kg of sandalwood oil for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Fragrant, cooling, fresh, natural. Should I add organic? Cold pressed. And then Jagdanand Pandit put it in a jar and all the way walking, of course with some help, he carried carefully the oil to Jagannath Puri. Such a mehnat, hard work. And he came to Govind, the servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Govind is actually the disciple of Ishwar Puri and god brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And during the last days, Ishwar Puri told Govind, who was serving him, that after I depart, you go and serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ishwar Puri told this to Govind ji and Kashi Ishwar Pandit. So after Ishwar Puri departed, Govind Prabhu straight came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri and offered his obeisances and introduced himself. I am disciple of Ishwar Puri and your servant. Chaitanya was so happy, he embraced him and he offered his love. And then Govind said that our Guru Maharaj has ordered me that after his departure I should come and serve you. So I straight came here. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was there and he told him, I am very confused. The first principle is one cannot disobey the Guru Maharaj. And the second principle is the god brother is like master. You cannot accept service from the god brother. But Guru Maharaj has sent him to serve me. So what should I do? Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, my dear Mahaprabhu, obeying the spiritual master is beyond any personal consideration, so you please accept him. And from that day, Govind became personal servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. So Jagdanand Pandit came to Govind and gave him 15 kg sandalwood, aromatic, fragrant, cooling oil. And he told, you apply this oil every day on the head of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So whatever disturbances of vata are there, that will be calmed. The blood pressure will be normal. Chaitanya doesn't require all this in terms of health. So Govind said, okay. And he kept it in the room. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived in the room and Govind offered his submission that Jagdanand Pandit has brought this nice sandalwood aromatic oil, and he wants you to apply it on your head. He has personally, he and Shivanand Sen have made this oil and carried all over. So there's lots of hard work. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got angry. He said, I am a sannyasi, and what I will do with this oil? Sannyasi should not use this fragrant oil. You better give it to Jagannath temple. They will burn it in the lamps, and Jagdannath Pandit will get benefit of devotional service because he did the hard work. So Govind said, okay. He went and told Jagdannath Pandit that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not accepted the oil. He said a sannyasi should not use this aromatic oil, and he told me to give it to Jagannath temple. Jagannath Pandit became unhappy, but he didn't say anything. After 10 days, Jagannath Pandit again came to Govind. He said, ek baar wapis bolo na. Tell him again. Apply some oil. It will be good for his blood pressure. See, we have to know Jagannath Pandit is in the mood of Satyabhama. Seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna, Dwarkadish, want to give comfort and luxury, bodily seva. So Govind went again to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he said, Jagdannath Pandit has done lots of hard work. It is very tough to bring oil all the way. He wants you to use it. Chaitanya got very upset. Said, no, what I will do with this oil? A sannyasi should not use this oil. If I apply this oil and go out, public will think I am a tantric sannyasi who has associated with female at night, and all this aromatic oil will give fragrance out of my body. You are spoiling my sannyas. Just offer it to Jagannath. Let the lamps burn by this oil. That's how he will get benefit. Jagdannath Pandit will get benefit. Again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected. Govind told Jagdannath Pandit everything. Jagdannath Pandit is angry, sad, unhappy, but he is silent. He is not speaking anything. So next day Jagdannath Pandit came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's room just to pay his obeisances. He didn't speak anything about the oil. But the tension is there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke. He said, Jagdanand, I appreciate you brought this oil for me, but you know I am a sannyasi. I can't use this aromatic oil. It's not good for me. You give it to Jagannath temple. Jagannath will use it for his lamps. That will be best. Jagdannath Pandit said, oil? Which oil? Who is spreading this fake news, false news? I didn't bring any oil. Is this? The pot was there, 15 kg pot. He took the 15 kg pot, went outside the room and threw it on the floor. All the oil went in the sand. So I didn't bring anything. And he left. That is anger. But the matter didn't stop here. He left, went into the room, bolted it inside and started fasting. For 3 days he didn't come out of the room, he didn't eat, he didn't drink. For 3 days Jagdannath Pandit is angry. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to do something. So on the 3rd day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu early morning went to Jagdannath Pandit's room and knocked. And he opened. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is calling. Said, Jagdanand, today I will take lunch in your place, in your house. You cook something for me. I will go and come back in the afternoon. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left. Even though he is very angry, but he is eager to serve. So Jagdannath Pandit got up, took bath, and he cooked fantastic rice and vegetables and lunch. Noontime Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and Jagdannath Pandit arranged a big banana leaf and a mountain of rice, white or yellow. White, but there was so much ghee on it, it looked yellow. And lots of tulsi leaves. And dozens of donas with vegetables. And dozen of bigger donas with all Jagannath Mahaprasad and cakes and sweets and very opulent, rich prasad. But he is not speaking, just offering. Still angry. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come to break his anger. So Chaitanya said, wow, so nice Mahaprasad. Why don't you bring one more banana leaf and take half of this, we will eat together. Jagdambar said, no, my dear Mahaprabhu, you honor. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu raised his hands, said, no, unless you also eat with me, I will not eat. Raised his hands. Said, no, please. I promise you, today I will eat. See, since 3 days he was fasting and Chaitanya wanted to break his fast. Said, I promise you, I will honor. But first you eat peacefully. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started honoring prasad. And whenever some sabji Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will take, Jagdam will immediately refill that. He will not empty the dona. Some little he will take. Whatever portion he took, Jagdam will refill. Again some other portion he will took, Jagdam will refill. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very afraid. If I tell him no, he will not eat then. So out of fear, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept on eating. And he kept on refilling. And finally Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, look, I have eaten equal to 10 people, now you stop. And then he stood up, washed his hands and feet. And Jagdan offered him chandan and garland and spices. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat down. He said, now you eat, I want to see. I will not go without that. See the love, the Lord is doing this. Jagdan Pandit said, my dear Mahaprabhu, you please go. I promise you I will eat. He said, no, you eat in front of me. I want to see. He said, I have some work, I will eat afterwards. What work you have? You eat now, it's lunchtime. He said, Raghunath Bhatt, Nandai, Anand, not Anand, Ramai, they all helped me to cook, so I want to give them some parcel, then I will eat. So I said, okay, Govind, you sit here. I am going. You see, make sure he eats. After he eats, you come and report to me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left. Govind sat there. So Jagdan Pandit told Govind, you please go and massage the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was daily routine. After lunch, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would take rest and Govind will massage Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feet. In fact, there is a very nice pastime that once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu honored prasadam at Sarvam Bhattacharya's place. And that was a huge feast. Very huge. Sarvam Bhattacharya offered ample amount of prasad and paid him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt very fatigue in his body after honoring such a huge feast. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his room, which is anyway small, he slept right at the door. And generally Govind's routine was, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu honors prasad and comes and take rest, he would massage for 5-10 minutes. And then Govind would go for prasad. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu resting for 45 minutes. And by that time his prasad is over, he would come back and ready for another round of service. But now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was on the door. So Govind came and said, my dear Mahaprabhu, please move inside so that I can come inside and massage your body. So I said, I am too tired, I can't move. Govind has to come inside, but he cannot cross Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. So he said, my dear Mahaprabhu, I just want to massage your legs. Just move your legs a little bit, I will come inside. He said, I don't want to move. I am tired. If you want to massage, you massage. If you don't want to massage, you don't massage. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu slept. What to do? Then Govind put a cloth on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body and crossed. Actually, it's offense to cross the deity, the spiritual master, or even the articles, paraphernalia, or the flowers or the leaves on the floor of the temple. That's why a dome is there. Nobody should cross. Nobody should walk on the above temple. In villages, all the buildings in the village would be less height than the temple dome. So that anywhere on the point you stand, you can see the temple. I have seen this in Karmara. Near Solapur, there is a village, Karmara. Today, if you go Karmara, any location of the village you stand, you will see the temple of the temple of the village. All building heights are less than the temple height. So that anywhere you are standing, you are seeing the temple, so that Krishna is in the center. That's very nice. So you cannot cross, but Govind put a cloth and crossed to massage Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After 45 minutes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu woke up. He saw Govind inside the room. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was upset. He said, "What are you doing here? Why didn't you take your lunch?" He said, "Mahaprabhu, how can I cross you and go out? So I didn't take lunch." He said, "Then how did you cross and come inside?" He said, "That's okay. For your service, I crossed you to come inside, and it's okay, I go to hell for that. But I massage your body. But for my lunch, I cross you, that's not acceptable. For your service, I crossed you, and I can go to hell, no problem." This is his greatness. So Jagdananda Pandit told Govind, "You go and massage him, I will eat." So Govind said, "Okay." While going, Jagdananda said, "Look, as soon as you go, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will ask you, did Jagdananda eat or not? You tell him he is already eating." Govind said, "Okay." So Govind went. Chaitanya saw Govind coming so early. He said, "What happened?" He said, "I came to massage you." He said, "Did Jagdananda eat?" He said, "He's about to eat." He said, No, go back. See that he is eating and then come." So Govind went again to Jagdananda Pandit. He said, "Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants me to see you eating." So Jagdananda Pandit sat, started honoring prasadam. Then Govind came, told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is eating. Chaitanya said, "Ho gaya, mission accomplished." Got relief. So that's the loving exchange. There is love and there is anger. And that's contradictory. That's why vivarta. Vivarta means contradiction. Prem vivarta. Jagdananda Pandit's dealings with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come under the category of prem vivarta. That's love plus anger. Two contradictory feelings together. So Jagdananda Pandit, he cooked in anger and out of love for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu honored huge quantity, and while honoring, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, "Even when you are angry, you cook nice." Definitely Krishna arranged this cooking because Krishna wants to eat. That's why it's so nice. That means you are empowered. Jagdananda Pandit said, No, I didn't cook. I just collected the ingredients. One who wants to eat, he only cooked. Indirect telling, it's all your blessings. So even though when he is angry, his service is first class. So we may undergo so many feelings and emotions. Sometimes we are insulted or upset or sad or concerned or not in a mood, frustrated, angry. Still our service should be first class. Because we are serving Krishna. The personal considerations are valuable. But sometimes we need to sacrifice for the service of Krishna. The service should not get disturbed. We should not transfer our disturbance to Krishna or to his devotees. I am disturbed, that doesn't mean I disturb everybody else around me. We should be mature, sober. Krishna says in Bhagavad-gita 2:13, Dhira. He tells Arjuna, if there is any change around you, you should be Dhira. You should be sober. And there will be change. Some people behave with us in a particular way, next day they may behave in less different way. We should not be disturbed. We should be sober, carry out our duties. And if we are disturbed, we should tolerate it. Titik shavam. We should tolerate that disturbance. But keep doing our service first class service. Serving when there is no disturbance and serving when there is disturbance are two different things. And when we serve even in pain, Krishna is highly pleased that this devotee loves me, that he is serving me even when there is pain. It's highly appreciated. But of course, Jagdanand Pandit's anger is not tamogun. That's out of love. During his ecstatic days in Antya Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of ecstatic love, became very skinny because he would cry whole day feeling separation from Krishna. And some days he would become very strong because he would develop an experience of meeting Krishna. So he developed joyful ecstasy. But most of the days he would feel that Vipralamba, which is higher. So he became so skinny that it was just bones and skin, no flesh in his body. So when he would lie down on the floor or a tree bark, his bones will pain. We all know if there is no flesh and you lie down on the floor, it will pain. Hard surface. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's bones will pain at night. He couldn't sleep. Anyway, he would cry whole night and he would rub his face on the walls thinking, I can go out of this wall to meet Krishna, and all his cheeks would become blood will come out. And devotees would be in deep pain seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's face completely red in the morning. And devotees will feel pain that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hardly sleeps, and even when he sleeps, his bones are paining. But they are not able to do anything. So Jagdanand Pandit devised a plan. He arranged a very fine cloth, very nice, luxurious, opulent cloth. And he arranged very soft cotton, best premium quality. And he made a bed with nice soft cotton and nice cloth and a pillow. And he gave to Govind. He said, you put this in the room of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and at night tell him to sleep on this. But he knew Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will not easily accept. So he went to Swarup Damodar and he said, somehow you make him sleep today on this. His body, his bones are paining. So Swarup Damodar said, okay. So they kept the pillow and bed mattress in the room of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when it was sleeping time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the arrangement. He got very upset. He said, who brought this? Very upset. Govind said, Jagdanand Pandit brought this. Chaitanya got become very fearful. I can't say no now. He will again go for fasting. Then again whole drama will continue. Then I'll have to break his fast. He got very fearful, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he didn't want to take also. So he told Swarup Damodar, why don't you bring a royal bedstead for me? What a sannyasi will do with this? Take it out. Swarup Damodar says, my dear Lord, Jagdanand has made it with great love for you. When you sleep, your body pains, your bones pain, you don't get rest. And all the devotees are unhappy about this. Just for our happiness, please sleep on this. Chaitanya said no. And finally he made it to go out. So Jagdanand Pandit became very unhappy that he didn't accept. And Swarup Damodar had to pacify both. So Swarup Damodar came with an idea. He brought many dry banana leaves and with his own nails, he made them into small, 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 thin fibers. Can you understand? Very thin fibers, like a thread. It's not easy to make banana leaves into thin threads, so many banana leaves. Made very, very small, thin threads. Then it took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's saffron cloth, old, and he made a bed size cloth, stitched on 4 times, bound on 4 times, and put all the fibers inside. So make it soft, but it's not a bed. It's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cloth with fibers inside. And he put that, and he told Mahaprabhu, this is your own cloth, you sleep on this. It's not a bed, it's not soft bed, it's not cotton, it's your own cloth, old cloth, you sleep on this. And many, many devotees told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, finally he started using that. Jagdana Pandit didn't like it. He was internally angry, externally unhappy, because he didn't accept the cloth. So he was very unhappy. He didn't accept my soft bed, mattress. So Jagdana Pandit went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, I want to go to Vrindavan Yatra. Chaitanya said, no, don't go. Actually, since many years, Jagdana Pandit wanted to go to Vrindavan Yatra, and every time he would go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya said, no, don't go, for multiple reasons. Now when he was very angry and upset because he didn't accept the pillow and the mattress, he decided, now I'll go to Vrindavan Yatra. So he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you give me permission, without your permission I cannot go. Chaitanya said, no, you are angry, that's why you are going. So if you go out of anger, you will just criticize me. No, somebody joyfully goes for Vrindavan Yatra, he will enjoy. Somebody is upset with anything happened in the temple with him, and he goes, what he will do? He will gossip. 10 people he will say. So Chaitanya will say, you will go in anger, you will criticize me, you will become a beggar there. Don't go. So Jagdana Pandit became more unhappy. All his desires are not getting fulfilled. He went to Swarup Damodar. He said, your Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not letting me go to Vrindavan. Since so many years I am telling. And he says, I am going out of anger. I am not going out of anger. I am going because I am eager to go. You please explain to him. So Swarup Damodar said, okay, I will talk. So Swarup Damodar submitted to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Said, my dear Mahaprabhu, Jagdana wants to go to Vrindavan. Since many years he wants to go. So please allow him to go. He will be peaceful. Just like you allow him to go to Bengal sometimes to meet Mother Sachi. Like that few days he will go and come back. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, okay. So Jagdana Pandit again came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, okay, you go to Vrindavan, but go for few days. I don't like to be here without you. No, that's love. Then he said, till Varanasi, you go walking. After that, you hire a Kshatriya, because after that, there are dacoits who loot the pilgrims and take away everything from them. And even for 1 rupee, they may kill you. And then in Vrindavan, you go and associate and stay with Sanatana Goswami. Pay respects to all the leading devotees. And don't go anywhere else without Sanatana Goswami. He will take you to the 12 forests of Vrindavan. And you stay with him. And be far from Brajvasis. Your bhakti is different from the way Brajvasis do bhakti. You will not understand. So you be away. See, so nice instructions. And come back quickly. And yeah, tell Sanatana Goswami, I am going to come to Vrindavan second time, again. So he should arrange a staying place for me. Jagdana Pandit went to Vrindavan and he met Sanatana Goswami and other devotees. He offered his respects. And he shared Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela with everybody, what he experienced in Jagannath Puri. Everybody was so ecstatic. And with Sanatana Goswami, he went to all the 12 forests of Vrindavan, did parikrama. And he would stay in the same cave in Gokul Mahavan where Sanatana Goswami used to stay together. Sanatana Goswami used to go for begging alms, and Jagdana Pandit in a nearby temple will do cooking, and they both will honor prasad. And whatever ingredients Jagdana Pandit wants for cooking, Sanatana Goswami will go and beg and arrange. So one day Jagdana Pandit wanted to make some special prasad for Sanatana Goswami. So he said, I am going for cooking now. You come in the noon time and I will feed you nice prasad. Sanatana Goswami said, okay, feast खाएंगे. So he went to his routine, begging and all. So Sanatana Goswami came to the temple where Jagdana Pandit is still cooking. At that time Sanatana Goswami is Babaji dress, wearing a white gamcha. But that day he also had a red cloth, a saffron cloth on his head, just wrapped. Sometimes in sun, devotees do that. So when he came, Jagdana Pandit saw an additional fashion, additional cloth, a red cloth, sannyasi cloth. He thought this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's gift to Sanatana Goswami, and today is special day, he is wearing it. So Jagdana Pandit became ecstatic. He said, wow, Sanatan, you are wearing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's saffron cloth? So nice. Sanatana said, no, this is not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cloth. This is another sannyasi's cloth, Mukund Saraswati. Jagdana Pandit got so angry, the pot in his hand which he was cooking, he ran to beat Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami humbly stood there. Then he didn't beat. He said, how dare you use another sannyasi's cloth? Our sannyasi is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no other. How can you use another sannyasi's cloth? What you are doing with this saffron cloth? Babaji is wearing white, they don't wear saffron. See, Babaji is beyond Varnashram. They have to reject saffron cloth, they have to reject Janayu. That's the part of Babaji Vav. Like today, those who wear brahmachari dress, saffron dress, if they are offered very costly white kurta, will they wear? No, without color, not even in private room. Right? Anybody? Akele mein? Nahi. White cloth. So Babaji, saffron cloth means they will not touch because they are beyond Varnashram. So Mukund Saraswati is also a respectable sannyasi, but somehow in some circles is known as Mayavad, part of Mayavad. So Jagdan got very angry. He went to beat Sanatana Goswami that how dare you put red cloth of a Mayavadi or Mukund Saraswati. So when Sanatana Goswami saw this, he said, today I realized you love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so much, you are ready to beat me. You are ready to do violence. Today wearing this cloth has become success because I could see your love for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's Jagdana Pandit. Then they stayed a couple of more days and finally he told Sanatana Goswami, I have to leave. 2 months he stayed. And he said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to come. He has sent a message. You please arrange his residence. And then when he left, Sanatana Goswami gave some gifts. He gave a Braj Raj of the Ras Thali. And what he gave? Govardhan Shila and Gunjamala and Pilu fruits. And Jagdannath Pandit carried all those to Jagannath Puri. And he came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him. They were very happy. And then he gave him all the gifts. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept the Ras, the Vrajraj, Gunjamala, and Sheela he kept. Pilu fruits he distributed among devotees. That's how Jagdannath Pandit's loving exchange. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving a benediction that anyone who hears these pastimes of Prem Vivartha, of loving exchange, loving quarrels, anger plus love between Jagdannath Pandit and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will get Krishna Prem. So great. There are many more, but I think time is over, so we will end here. Thank you very much. Sri Chaitanya Chaitamrita ki, Sri Jagdanand Pandit ji ki, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. If there are any questions or comments, you may please ask. Yes, do we have a mic? Raise your hand. You raise your hand, mic will come to you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for this wonderful class. In one of the pastimes you told that when Govinda he crossed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he said that I am ready to go to hell for sake of service. So you told that it is an offense to cross deity or spiritual master like that. So I want to know that generally hell is meant for those who do impious activities. So why the person who is committing offense also goes to hell? Like heaven is for those who are having pious credits and hell is for those who are having impious credits.
So hell is for punishment.
Okay.
So impious means sinful activity. Offense is a very extreme form of sin. See, offense is a sin, but in spiritual life. For example, if you slap a non-devotee, that's sinful activity. If you slap a Vaishnava, it's offense. It's sin, but directed towards Krishna or his devotees. So the punishment is in hell.
And other than that, there is another question that here it is said that anyone who reads or hears, we see many songs also have Falashruti. So although they state literally like by reading this you will attain Krishna Prem, by reciting this you will go back home to Godhead, but it is not so easy, right? So why Acharyas have literally quoted this? Why they can't put it like, okay, it is not so direct?
It is not so?
It is not so easy as it seems by just reciting.
No, this is exactly what is going to happen. This is completely correct. It may not be applicable to everybody equally.
How?
Suppose you have a burning candle, and you have a straw. Now I make a statement. If you touch the straw to the flame, the straw will catch fire. Is it a true statement?
Yes.
And it will happen. Suppose I take a wet straw. If I take a dry straw, this will immediately happen. If I take a wet straw, will this happen immediately?
No.
But will it happen eventually?
Yes.
So when I take a wet straw and touch to flame, did nothing happen? No. The straw became dry first and then caught fire. So when you read these statements, if you are dry, you will catch fire. If you are wet, first you will become dry and then you will catch fire. So the problem is not with the flame. The problem is with the straw, which is wet. So if I am in Tamogun and I come in contact with Krishna consciousness, I will come to Rajogun. And I continue my contact, I come to Satogun. Then I will catch fire. Those who are in Satogun, they come in contact, they already catch fire. So the statement works. Right? Interesting point is, in morning I chant, I become dry. Next day morning I should catch fire, but by the evening I become wet again. So next day morning when I chant, Krishna will say, "Arey, kal to isko dry ki aaj वापस dry karo." When will you catch fire then? So every day we become wet. Every day we get influence of Rajogun, Tamogun. If you reduce that influence and keep in Satogun, this same chanting will elevate you to Krishna Prem.
Understood.
So the statements are right, no exaggeration, no overestimations, but they may be applicable in different way to different individuals based on dry and wet state. Okay? Any more questions? Okay, we will end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna.